Can we explore the family relationships with some of the people whose names were mentioned during the proceedings?
Singake sikhulumeke mayelana-ke nobudlelwana-ke mayelana nabanye abantu ke amagama abo ekukhulunyiwe ngabo ngeqala leli.
Your father is Ubaba Normally Sibiya, is that correct?
Ubaba wakho ubaba uNomali Sibiya ngithi.
Yeah, ubaba wami lo.
Yes, that's my father.
And your mother is from the Ntuli family?
Yeah, mama waNtuli.
That's correct.
And you mentioned that you are related to accused number 5. He is your uncle.
Uthe unobudlelwana owakini umsolo wesihlanu umalume wakho.
Cha ngaze ngisho kanjalo.
No, I never said so.
But in your evidence in chief, I think you did testify that accused number 5 is your distant uncle.
Ukuthi ke ubufakazi bakho babethuleke uma uqala uthula ubufakazi bakho kwiviki lendluleke ushilo ukuthi ke umalume wakho.
Cha akaze ngisho.
No, I never said so.
So there's absolutely, even if your mother is from the Ntuli family, there's absolutely no relationship between you and accused number 5. Is that correct?
Noma kuukuthi uma wakho wakwaNtuli kodwa akukho wena ukukuhlanganisa nomsolo wesihlanu.
Umama waNtuli number 5 waNtuli.
My mother is from the Ntuli surname. Accused number 5 is also Ntuli.
Ungahlanganisa isibongo sokuthi umzala loya akusiyo umalume.
What can then be of relation to us is that that is my cousin, not my uncle, because of the surname.
But are you related with accused?
UngwaNtuli ngwakwaSibiya ngizala kwaNtuli.
He is from the Ntuli surname. I am Sibiya. I am born from the Ntuli surname.
Did you say you regard him as your cousin?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you testified today that you have never made any contact with accused number 5.
Ushilo ke namhlanje uma uthula ubufakazi bakho ukuthi awukaze uxhumane naye ngocingo.
Yeah.
Yes.
And your mother and Gwabeni, Mr. Sifiso Ntuli, are sisters, is that correct? Sifiso Zungu, sorry. Sifiso Zungu.
Can you repeat that?
Your mother and Gwabeni Sifiso Zungu's mother are sisters, is that correct?
Uma wakho kanye noma kaGwabeni umuntu nosisi wakhe.
Yeah.
That's correct.
So you are brothers. Alternatively, as you testified earlier on today, you are cousins.
Ukusho ukuthi umfowenu noma ke nanjengoba ufakazileke namhlanje ke umzala wakho.
Ubani ngumzala wami?
Usifuna ngoSifiso man uGwabeni. Is that Gwabeni?
Yes.
Yebo uSifiso uGwabeni.
uGwabeni uzalwa umamncane. Kimi uthi bhuti.
Sifiso, sorry. Gwabeni's mother is my mother's younger sister. So he referred to me as big brother Bhuti.
Yes. So you are brothers.
Umfowenu.
uGwabeni umfowethu.
That's correct.
And in cross-examination by Advocate Ngumalo, he asked you if you know Mr. Absalom Zungu. You then refer to him in his clan name of Nhlahlezi. Is that correct?
Advocate Ngumalo ukubuzileke mayelana naye ubaba uAbsalom Zungu. Wase umbiza wena ke ngesibongo sakhe noma ke isithakazelo sakhe wathi umhlahleni.
uZungu Nhlahlezi igama isibongo uZungu.
Okay, Nhlahlezi, that's his first name. Then Zungu is his surname.
Yes,
Nhlahlezi.
Yes, you referred to him in his name, clan name Nhlahlezi. Absalom Zungu. Is that correct?
He is saying it's not a claim name,
Yes.
it's his first name.
Well, his first name, if you want to put it that way.
So wena-ke uma umsho ngegama lakhe-ke uma ekubuza ngalo Advocate Nxumalo wena wambiza ngegama lakhe-ke uNhlahlezi.
Yebo uNxumalo usho amagama akhe ayi2. Mina ngasho ukuthi engilaziyo Nhlahlezi Zungu. Uthe uNhlahlezi Absalom Zungu. Ngamtshela ngathi mina ungazi uNhlahlezi Zungu igama lakhe engilazi nangimazi.
Advocate Nxumalo mentioned two names, Nhlahlezi Absalom. I then said I only know him as Nhlahlezi Zungu.
It sounds like you have been knowing him over some time.
Kuzwakala ngathi-ke usunesikhathi-ke umazi.
Nhlahlezi.
Is that Nhlahlezi?
Yes.
Yebo.
Yebo ngesikhathi eside vele mangikhula ngihlakanipha nje. Uyu umuntu owakhe crash ngakithi esafunda kuyo.
Yes, I've known him for some time. Growing up, just when I just got to, when I was just growing up, he's the person that built a preschool, or what is referred to as a creche, around the place where we were staying.
So you lived in the same neighborhood as Mr. Nhlahlezi Absalom Zungu.
Usho ukuthi nanihlala esigodini esodwa naye-ke ubaba uNhlahlezi Zungu.
Yebo Nhlahlezi wangakithi esigodini.
That is correct, yes, from the same place.
But you maintain that you did not know Constable Zungu.
Kodwa uyasho ukuthi yena uConstable Zungu wawungamazi.
Yebo.
That's correct.
But how come, if he's the son to Nhlahlezi who lived in your neighborhood, how come you don't know Constable Zungu?
Kwenzeka kanjani-ke uma kuwukuthi yena-ke ubaba uNhlahlezi Zungu uwubaba kaConstable Zungu, ubaba uNhlahlezi nihlala esigodini esodwa ukuthi ungamazi-ke uConstable Zungu?
Akakhulelanga lapha emakhaya uConstable Zungu.
Constable Zungu did not grow up back home or in the villages.
Ubaba wakhe angazi uma umzala ko Newcastle noma kuphi. Ekudeni akakhulelanga ngakithi.
I don't know whether he was born in Newcastle or where, but he did not grow up in the same place.
You see, in the proceedings of 8 September 2023, page 24.
Just a moment.
Page 24.
Page 24,
Yeah.
during the cross-examination of Constable Zungu, Mr. Ramusipile asked him the following question. This when Mr. Ramusipile was still representing you. He says, from line 14, I can tell you what they have told me in prior instructions. Remember, we got your statement 2 days ago or 3 days ago. So we are waiting for you to finalize your evidence in chief so that we can take further instructions. Now, the following portion is important. Now, accused one denies that he is your neighbor from home. I do not know where your home is, because the reasons what he says is he's from Mahlabatini. So here, Mr. Ramusipile is putting a proposition on your behalf that you are denying that Constable Zungu is your neighbor from home.
Lana-ke kokufunda uyena-ke advocate uthi kwangenkathi-ke uMr. Ramusipile wayesakumele-ke nawe kwakungeyi-8 zikaSeptember 2023 ku-page 24 la ashoyo-ke khona-ke etshela uZungu-ke ukuthi wena-ke uyakuphika-ke nje ukuthi nibuya endaweni eyodwa emakhaya.
Namanje ngiyakuphika ngibuya endaweni eyodwa emakhaya naye.
I'm still maintaining that we are not from the same place back home.
So you know the father but you don't know the son.
Uyamazi ubaba kodwa indodana uyazi.
Ubaba wakhe wangakithi ngoba ngitshela ukuthi yena akusiyo wangakithi. Wase Newcastle amawuthi wase Newcastle labakhe khona noma wakhe. Yena ubaba wakhe uhlala akahlali nobaba wakhe lo muntu. Mina umuntu engimaziyo ubaba wakhe. Bese uma befika eThembisa bayasho ukuthi lo uzalwa uNhlahlezi wakwaZulu. uNhlahlezi ngiyamazi wakwaZulu. Lo angimazi ngoba akahlali lapha akakhulelanga lapha ya.
I know the father because the father is from the same place that I am from. He is not from that place. I think he's from Newcastle. That's where him and his mother have a house or a home. But he did not grow up in the same place. Even in Tembisa, when he was being, it was even said that this one is Mhlahlezi's son. But yes, I do know the father, but not him.
Then at line 23, Mr. Zungu. Mr. Zungu answers to the proposition, is it right? He's telling lies. It is just further down. When I am home, he's just further down my home. His father is normally.
Uma ephendula kulokho ke uZungu wasethi ke amanga lawo kibo ke kusenzansi njena ke ngiyamazi ke ubaba wakhe uNomali.
Akakhuluma iqiniso ngoba na umbizi libaba ngegama nje akusikho ukuthi yamazi.
He was telling the truth. Just like you, advocate, you also mentioned my father's name, but it doesn't mean that you know him.
Akamazi baba no baba akamazi uZungu.
It doesn't know my father. Even my father doesn't know Zungu.
You testify that you know accused number 2, but he's not your friend, he's just an acquaintance. Is that correct?
Tulileke ubufakazi wakhe umsolo wesibili uyamazi kodwa akasiyena ke umngani wakho umuntu nje ojwayeleneke naye kungasukuthi umngani wakho.
Yeah.
Yes.
Umuntu engimaziyo.
Someone I know.
You testify that you know accused number through your brother Gwabeni Zungu.
Accused number?
Accused number 2. Yes, you testify that you know accused number 2 through your brother Gwabeni Zungu.
Shilo ke ukuthi umazi ngomfowenu uZungu. Umsolo wesibili.
Umsolo wesibili ngiyamazi. Mara umuntu ajwayelene naye uGwabini. Akusikho ukuthi ngimazi ngoGwabini.
I know accused number 2, but the person that he is close to is Gwabeni. Not to say that I know him through Gwabini.
Now, your number 0793790137 was found.
So can you repeat the number? 079?
07937900137
Yes.
was found on the second SIM card extracted from the cell phone of accused number 2. It was saved under index 109, as testified to by Colonel Hobbs.
Saved as? Sorry, okay. Saved as?
Index 109.
Number yakho ke 079-379-0137 yatholakala ke ku-SIM card yesibili yakhe umsolo wesibili isave ke ngaphansi ko-index number 109.
Paul.
Can I comment?
Yes.
Yebo.
Hayi inamba yami mina ngiyazi ukuthi u-accused number 2 ukuthi ilokhu uyisave kanjani nokuthi uyithola kanjani kodwa mina ngikwazi ngefoni yami mina ifoni yakhe anginayo efonini yami inamba yakhe eregister ngayo so kungenzeka ukuthola ukuthi omunye umuntu ekhaya oruGwabini uyathatha ifoni uyafona because manginama minute noma ngabe ubani ofisa ukufona ngiyakwazi ukuthi ngimfonise.
As to how my number was saved in his phone, I don't know about that, but I personally do not have or did not have his number in my phone. It is possible that someone else from a home, maybe Gwabini, could have contacted him because when I do have airtime or minutes, then anyone is able to use my phone.
We just want to show exhibit DD4 in brackets B. Who is the person appearing on that photo?
Ubani lesasithombe?
Isithombe sami.
That's my photo.
You have heard the evidence that was presented by the downloaders that it was found on the downloads of accused number 2.
Uzwile ke kulaba ke abasebenza ke ngomakhalekhukhwini abathatha imininingwane ke kubona umakhalekhukhwini ukuthi ke isithombe lesi satholakala kona ke ama downloads akhe umsolo wesibili.
Yebo ngiyazwa.
Yes, I hear.
I'm going to show you another photo as well. And who's that person appeared on the photo?
Ubani lo lesi sithombe?
isithombe sami.
That's my photo.
You heard when Warrant Officer Ndlovu testified that it was retrieved from the downloads of accused number 2's phone.
Umzwileke uyena-ke uwarrant officer Ndlovu uma ethi-ke isithombe lesi esatholakala-ke kuye makhalekhukhwini kaMsolo wesibili.
Yebo mzwini.
Yes, I heard him.
Sorry, it's photo number?
It's exhibit DD4 in brackets.
DD4
4 in brackets B. It's photos 17 and 18
Yeah, okay.
of the exhibit. Now, your cell phone number as well as your photos are found on the cell phone of the person that you say is just an acquaintance. Can you explain that?
Manje-ke inamba yakho yocingo-ke kanye nesithombe sakho-ke sitholakala ocingweni lomuntu othi nje wena cha ujwayelene nako. Ungachaza lokho?
Ngoba ngichaza ukuthi ifoni yami noma ubani ekhaya uyakwazi ukuthi ayithathe afone ngayo.
Just as I explained that anyone back home is able or can take my phone and make a call using it.
Ukuthi ufonela bani kuba uyo ukuthi ufonela bani noma ngathatha ifoni mhlawumbe uthi ya miss caller or umuntu engabamba ifoni mayibuya lo muntu loyana efuna lo muntu ebemfonela ukhuluma nalo muntu lo. Okweyithombe ngeke ngikwazi ukukhulumela izithombe zami ayitholakala efonini yami zitholakala efonini yomunye umuntu. So lo muntu lo uyofanele echaza ukuthi izithombe zifika kanjani efonini yakho ayithatha kanjani because izithombe lezi naku profile picture ye WhatsApp bengiyifaka. So umuntu uyakwazi ukuthi engayithola noma kanjani akwi-status bethola ukuthi ngiyayifaka ezami izithombe. So yena ukuthi uyithole ngayiphi indlela uyo ongakwazi ukuchaza ukuthi uyithole ngayiphi indlela.
A person can make use of my phone calling someone else. Maybe it can be a missed call, and that particular person will then return the call and speak to the person that they want to speak to. With regards to the pictures or to the photos, these pictures are not in my phone, but they are found in someone else's phone. I would use these pictures, put them on my profile picture, on my status. So the person or the owner of that particular phone is the one that can explain as to how my photos got to his phone.
During cross-examination of Warrant Officer Ndlovu, it was speculated that Gwabeni might have sent these phones to accused number 2. Do you stand by that speculation?
Nkathi-ke ehlonje ngemibuzo-ke uwarrant officer Ndlovu inkulumo-ke eyasho-ke kucatshangelwa-ke phofu ukuthi-ke kwangaba uGwabeni owathumela le y'thombe lezi ingaba usamile kulokho?
Ukuthi angazi ukuthi ubani wayikhuluma lo nkulumo leyo kodwa mina ngilezi izithombe lezi umuntu ongasichazisela kahle ukuthi uyithole kanjani I'll choose number 2. Kodwa mina zami izithombe bengiyifaka ku-status bengibuye ngifuthi ngenza i-profile picture ngazo.
I don't know who made that proposition, but with regards to the photos, the person that can explain as to how he got hold of my pictures is I choose number 2. But as I said, that I would put them on my profile picture as well as on my status.
And this person that you regard as an acquaintance, you've already considered when your counsel or when you're cross-examined by Advocate Ramosepeli regarding Exhibit DD5 in brackets B, Title 8.2 Title Communication, you've already considered that you did call using the number 0793-790-137. You contacted Bongani Sandi Sontanzi, accused number 2, on the number 060-90-16890 18 times between 20 October 2018 and 23 August 2019. Is that correct?
Usebenzisa le number ke 0793790137 usushiwa ukuthi uxhumeneke naye ke uBongani Sandiso Ntanzi kwinumber 0609016890 amahlandla awu18. So the advocate can just repeat between which time?
Between 20 October 2018
Yes.
and 23 August 2019.
Phakathi ke kwalesikhathi le i20 zika October 2018 kuyofinyelela ke ngazo i23 zika August 2019.
Ngicela ukuphinde ngichaze lento leyo. Mina angazange ngize ngixhumane noNtanzi. Ifoni ithi xhumane noNtanzi. Ngiyasho ngithi mina ifoni yami abantu basekhaya noma ubani ofisa ukufona mayina ama minute noma ine airtime uyakwazi ukuthi ayisebenzise. Mina ngaze ngize ngifonele uNtanzi.
I say this again that yes, it is the phone that made contact with Ntanzi, but I personally never made contact with Ntanzi, as I've already indicated that when my phone is loaded with airtime or there are minutes available on the phone, anyone back home can take my phone and use it and contact whoever they want to make contact with. But I personally never made contact with Ntanzi.
But did you not, when you were asked this question, did you not say you were checking on each other? When you were asked as to why you called each other that number of times, you said you were checking on each other.
Ingabe akusi ukuthi uma ubuza lo mbuzo lo ukuthi bakungani ke nize nifonelane ke amahlandla lana awu18 ashiwo lana ukuthi impendulo yakho yabi isithi ke sasibhekana ke nje noma kwakuwukuthi sasichekana noma sibhekana nje kwakungasiyona impendulo yakho le?
Cha.
No.
uNtanzi namanje ngisasha akaze ngize ngifonelane naye.
I still maintain that I have never made contact with Ntanzi.
Mhlambe kuyomele umshushisa bheke kahle amanothi futhi besikhuluma mhlambe ngani.
Maybe the prosecutor will have to have a proper look at your notes as to what it is that we were talking about.
Yes, but the fact of the matter is you said you were checking on each other. You never disputed that you made those calls to accused number 2.
Kodwa ke ngikushoyo ukuthi
My Lord, objection. My learned colleague is mischaracterizing the evidence of the witness. The context within which those calls were discussed was in respect of the witness and accused number 4, Mr. Mapisa, not between accused number 1 and 2.
uthi ke ummeli umshushisi wenza iphutha ukuthi kuloko akushoyo ke ukuthi inkulumo leyo ke uyayihlanganeke mayelana nawe uxhumana kwakho kanye naye ke umsola wesine uMapisa.
Malot, we will find the relevant portions tomorrow morning where accused number 1 conceded that those calls were made
Because when Ms. Mshololo was cross-examining.
to accused number 2.
Hello?
Yes, I think that partly as well when she was cross-examining this morning, but we will find those relevant portions. And paragraph 8.2.2 Bongani Sandiso Ntanzi accused number 2 on the number 06090168890 contacted you on the number 07937901337 16 times between 13 November 2018 and 5 April 2020.
Nokuthi lana ke kwakunokuxhumana kwakukhona amahlandla awu13 phakathi kaNovember ka2018 kanye futhi naye ke uApril ka2020 kuNtanzi ke oxhumana nawe ke kuona ama number la ashiwo ke u 060 wena ke usebenzisa inumber leyana ewu079.
Ngiphinde ngichaze lento leyo. Angazange ngize ngixhumane noNtanzi. Ifoni yami ngoba ngithe ekhaya inokusetshenziswa nanoma ubani osuke khona mayifisa ukuyisebenzisa lesikhathi leso. So mina akaze ngixhumane noNtanzi. Angifonelani noNtanzi, akaze ngifonelane naye.
Let me say this again, that I've never made contact with Ntanzi. Anyone back home who is at home at that particular time and would want to use the phone would then use the phone when there's airtime or there are minutes loaded onto the phone. But I personally have never made contact with Ntanzi.
uTanzi naye ngayikhulumela ukuthi ubani lo muntu asuke emfonela kule phone noma asuke efonela yena uTanzi ngale phone.
Ntanzi can speak for himself and say that who was the person that would make contact with him from this number, and who would he be contacting on this number?
And again, the third paragraph of 8.2.2 says Bongani Sani Sontanzi accused number 2 on the number 076 264 8460 contacted you, accused number 1, on the number 07 937 90137 once on the 10th of December 2019.
Iphinde isho ke futhi ke ukuthi uNtanzi ke ku number 0762688460 ekhomana nawe ke kuyona ke le number 0793790137 ngo December 2019.
Maybe we need to get some clarification. When you say it's contact, we're talking of technical evidence here, which will include a date, of course the year and the month. But in terms of cell phone records, there'd always be the duration, the towers and all that information. It is just not sufficient to say there was this contact. That information we request that it should also be placed on record with regard to the duration of the call, the towers where this witness was or where Ntanzi was when he made such a call, and whether that was a live call or it was a missed call or what. We just request that all that information be placed on record.
Well, my Lord, Lieutenant Colonel Holst testified about these aspects. These issues were not raised, and my recollection, subject to verification, is that this morning the accused did confirm those calls when cross-examined by Advocate Msholo.
uma ungabeka nje ilanga nedate kodwa kusho nesikhathi ukuthi i-call leyo yathatha isikhathi esingakanani-ke noma umuntu lo watholakala noma kwakuyi-miss call.
Yeah.
But so what do you intend doing?
Well, we will scrutinize the record, my Lord, just to check as to what exactly what his response was.
Now, as it is the court, my Lord, because the state still has to go and verify the truthfulness of the information that they want to place on record, then I would propose that they bring that information up until such time that they bring that information authenticated, then they should pend this issue, my Lord, because now and then there's going to be an objection if they pursue this issue without that full information.
I just say I'm still on a running objection regarding whether Ms. Msholo this morning cross-examined this witness about communication between this witness and the accused number 2, because I still stand and say that's a mischaracterization of the cross-examination by Ms. Msholo of this morning. What I heard was the cross regarding accused number 1 in relation to the communication with Mr. Ntuli, and the other one when Mr.